I have a question for the room. Is Tasha a side chick?
No,
I don't think she's a side chick.
Because they're not together. How's it a side chick?
We was afraid side chick, but
she represents.
She's the weekend. Yes.
But she's trying to creep into girlfriend mode.
Yes.
Cook out.
Right.
She's
a statement.
I would say if we look at her actions, she's really managing her expectations a lot.
Yes,
even when he comes back, it's like, yo, I smashed. She was like, yo, that happens. It's an ex. Like, she's actually really understanding.
Wait, as a parallel. Listen, she's building the foundation. That's exactly what she's doing. She's setting some standards.
She's actually demonstrating just adult behavior. Because if you compare how she reacted to him smashing Issa and how her friends reacted to just her Instagram page, there was definitely like a maturity gap.
I think Tasha is like displaying the most maturity out of the majority of the characters on the show. Like all we're doing really is getting mad at Tasha for being a side chick, but it's like, is she really a side chick?
But I don't think
so
it's maturity though.
So what if she was flirting with him or whatever when he still had a relationship? Married people flirt every day. It doesn't matter if that was her boyfriend. I hate to say it, but all of y'all's boyfriends probably flirt every day behind your back.
But if I was Tasha though, I wouldn't jump into something with Lawrence until I knew he was completely over his ex.
How you know if that's what she? How do you know she wanted a relationship from the jump?
You could
She probably now.
She wanted a relationship from the jump.
She
And
wanted.
she didn't wait.
She does.
She jumped into
I mean
it.
now
A barbecue, a cookout.
that's now.
You don't bring
That's
invited
now.
When Tasha learned the news from Lawrence that he had smashed, you know what I mean? It was an accidental smash, but he still copped to it. He was honest about it. I'm not gonna leave any biases about where I stand on this. But he was honest about it, and she was hurt, and I heard a lot of audible groans and like, oh, bye, B, get out of here. I heard that.
there was a lot of
Every time she was on screen, she's like, oh, this bird, oh, look at her, like what's she doing on her Instagram? I'm like, why was there so much, like, it seemed like animosity toward Tasha?
Like she's trying to slide in there all cute and slick when he had a girlfriend, and now she's trying to be number one. You not. You were.
You know, and in season 1, when he broke up with her and he went to her house after he went to the apartment to get his pillow, that was very clear that was a rebound move. Like, he had a girlfriend up to last week, so you know you are the rebound chick if he's hair smashing you the day after that.
And just because Tasha wanted, whatever she wanted that one night when Lawrence came through on the late night does not mean she doesn't have feelings. So, like, for her to get upset, any girl would feel away if a guy that you're sleeping with is going to come and tell you that he went back and slept with his ex.
Why we don't like her? That's why we don't like her. Because she is the rebound, and she was putting things in his head while he was with Issa, and now she making herself.
So I guess nobody.
Wait, Issa was turning him down. Issa was turning him down. And she was building him up.
No.
That's the difference.
We don't play that.
Issa tore him down.
We are
She
main
built him
chicks.
up.
We is not.
We don't play that.
We do not do that here.
We don't play that.
You know who actually is the most honest person is Chad, his friend.
Yeah.
Chad. Yellow.
Chad comes through with the.
I love him. He's so funny.
With the edges.
The edges are
He
good.
throws up the mirror on Lawrence and Issa, like, what you doing here?
He's a good friend.
Yeah.
Because
He's a good friend.
actually
I
very
know
honest-
why you
He's
agree.
very honest with Lawrence.
He is.
He said, you got to get the hell out of my house. Like, he's very.
And he's also like, yo, Issa's good for you. That relationship is good for your life.
You should maybe take her out to eat. Like, he is
Yeah.
actually a very good. I think he's a better friend to Lawrence than some of Issa's friends.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we keep seeing this theme. Well, in this episode particularly, we saw this theme like reoccur twice, where both Molly and Issa were trying to like pretend like they were okay. Like how last episode Molly did not open up at all to the therapist, and in this one she has like a breakdown. And then when Issa finds out about Lawrence having a girlfriend, she tries to act like she's okay in front of her friends, and then goes in the bathroom and kind of goes crazy. And then she's like, pull her up.
She lied about
like,
the situation.
Yeah.
Had a conversation.
I think on Team Issa, so to speak, there's a problem with honesty and transparency.
I mean, I would more so say vulnerability than necessarily being honorable. I think like the constant theme in this episode in general is just people struggling with being vulnerable and actually talking about what's going on. They're like, wait till shit go bad.
Yeah.
I was wondering why Lawrence texted and then erased it. Like, he wanted to go.
He's trying to organize his feelings. He's organizing his feelings.
If your instinct is to do it, just.
Nah, everybody does
I
that.
know.
Then they like about the
Sometimes I be
consequences and
writing
everything.
I mean, there goes that.
But that could have fixed it. Just to
Nope.
start the
That
conversation.
looked like a fixed text right there.
I mean, I'm saying
You
let's start the conversation.
know why? Because if I send that text, now you're making me acknowledge how I feel, and I don't want to acknowledge that.
Exactly. That's a guy thing.
It's a slippery slope, man. You know.
Yeah.
Why do guys do that?
Because, Joe, we don't
You know what to say.
Because I think a lot of the expectation of men is only to show emotion if it's extreme. And so a lot of those things that we're going through, we just keep them internal.
So here's my question. It's easy for us to sit back and judge Issa for like getting on Tasha's page and going on her LinkedIn. But like, how easy it is to resist that when your friends know who she is? Like, is it something that most people do?
That's what I do it.
That's like normal behavior.
Yeah. But deep dive to LinkedIn though.
Yeah.
That one deep dive.
No, it pops up in Google.
That's like
the second one on
investigative
Google.
journalism, right?
Yeah.
And what Issa's friends wrong for not telling her sooner?
Yes.
That's
Technically,
That's your husband.
It's a little weird because like sometimes if you
didn't
know
really-
you kind of like don't want your
No,
friend to
I-
get
Yeah,
this
they're
personal,
trying to protect
you
her
might try to
feelings.
like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
think Tiffany is the one, but she's shady anyway. She's the one who had all the dirt, and she
Told everybody else.
somebody else.
But
That-
look,
that-
her husband is
that
the
was
one who have all the dirt. So whose side she
Once
gonna
again,
be
you're
on?
ignoring
And
Like
that even-
it's roles. Like, are you gonna stand next to your husband?
No, but
Like,
she told
She took it too far when she rolled up at the job. You don't roll up on someone's job. That's.
I mean, think about all the stuff that's going through your head at this time.
And she didn't go in.
I'm not
Like-
going to nobody's job.
You going through a breakup.
good.
That little period where
I
you
could
like,
do the
dang,
deep
is this the
dive
last
on
person I'm
the
gonna find?
social
You know, like you going through a lot. Like,
job.
shit, am I gonna
That's
find
a little
somebody?
crazy.
Let's talk about predictions for next episode. What do we think is gonna happen next?
Oh my god.
He's about to get this whole-tation going.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
That whole-tation is
Y'all ain't
about
judge
to
her on
be-
that.
Let's
Y'all ain't judge her on that.
It's gonna start
On
off
the
with
Tinder.
her
He's
fucking.
gonna go to the bar.
He's going to barbecue.
Oh, he is.
Yes.
I think
So-
that he's going to be
Yeah.
pressured into a relationship.
Luke James was the Tinder swipe too.
What's he?
That was
Yeah,
him?
that was the face. It was Luke
Yo,
James.
she finna get her mojo back.
Even talking about
Stella, Stella getting the groove back.
Actually.
I know it's Luke James though.
Is
Yeah,
it?
well,
That'd be nice.
Y'all see
Double standard. That quick.
y'all see that real quick.
She was like, I
love
know
how
it was
this
Luke
is-
James. I wasn't aware. I don't believe it.
Yes to the Tinder swipe. That's what I'm saying. Swipe right.
Okay.
Hella savage.